Top 106 Rise and Grind Morning Show, the Anna Cruz, Vezi Parmesan. We got a special guest in the building with us.
Yes, the one and only from Love and Hip Hop, Olivia.
How you doing?
And the one and only Olivia on Twitter.
There you go.
She plugged it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
There you have it. How you doing?
I'm good.
So glad to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of that show. Like I was telling you before, there wasn't one episode that I missed. And it was at a convenient time. I think it was at 8, right? On Mondays usually. And
well, you saw the show more than me because half the time I don't watch it.
No? You don't sit there and be like, how was I portrayed in this?
That's why I don't watch it.
That's why you don't watch it?
I'll be like, you know what, I don't want to see their edit game today. I'll just read the tweets and then be annoyed. So
how did you ever get involved with Love and Hip Hop? Originally because you were part of the original season 2.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Mona Scott Young, who's the executive producer, I've known her since my management days at Violator. She used to manage me over there with Chris Lighty, so we have a really good relationship, Mona and I. And she was like, we're doing this show. It's originally called Jim and the Family Jones. It was about Jim and his life.
Okay.
Jim didn't want to do the show. And, as you can tell from our show, he doesn't like the cameras on him really very much. So then he was like, well, how about we get Chrissy to do something and then, figure it out from there. So then they was like, why don't we bring in, some other girls and give it a whole different spin. And that's when it turned into Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I think we saw more Jim this season than we did last season. He definitely
he had a lot of drama
friendly
to get into because of everything that was going on around him with Chrissy and Yandy. And
I'm wondering how Mona convinced him to propose to Chrissy on camera. That must have been pretty tough.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I want them to be happy.
Well, this season of Love and Hip Hop, I feel like it was a real emotional roller coaster for you as far as like record labels, your music, your mother, all that stuff. And I think because I watched the whole reality check with Mona and her interviewing you, and she was saying how like you said you kind of felt like you looked pathetic.
Yeah. The way that they make things seem like it's 10 times worse than it is, when in all actuality we're not even thinking about those things. And it bothers me that the way that it's portrayed, because I don't have that type of relationship that they make it seem with my mom. Every teenage girl has an issue with their mom at some point in time where either you feel like you can't talk to them, you go talk to somebody else's mother, or it's just like you're a daddy's little girl. And that's just, how it's always been. But in my teenage years, I just really couldn't talk to her because she always wrote me letters. Doesn't mean that she was a bad mom. She was a wonderful mom. She gave me the world. I just couldn't really talk to her.
Yeah.
So the fact that they showed it, making it seem like, oh my God, I have so much hate for her, I was like, dude, really? You know what I'm saying? So my mom was heartbroken, and I was like, Mom, you know that that's not what it is. And then my father never used to tell me he loved me, but I thought that was a man thing. Like, I knew he loved me, obviously, because he did everything for me, but he never verbally said it up until, like, years later. But I was like, that's a man thing.
Yeah, you always have that sense of knowing. Guys are, we're not the most affectionate people.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I'm like, Dad, you still pick me up on your shoulders.
And when they are, I call them out and say they're acting like a woman. Like, why are you acting like a girl right now? Relax.
See, that's what you're trying to say. You're trying to talk about Rich?
Yes, let's tie it into that right now. Let's just say we were watching that episode. I'm like, he's a virgin tears. He's at the verge of tears.
There
He's holding his breath. He's crying right now.
I can't let you talk about my man. He's not even in the room right now.
He can't defend himself.
Rich is really, what's the
emotional.
word to describe
Emotional?
Rich? No, because he really doesn't. Well, he blows up at a lot of things. So we usually always see him angry. We've never really seen him in this state. So when you guys saw it, that was the first time I seen Toon.
Oh, really?
And I was like, dude, did you just cry? Man, I'm a ego. I forgot what he said. Like, I don't remember if he said I'm an egomaniac or I'm a something, but it was hilarious in the scene. And I was like, why did we not keep that? And he was like, I don't cry, and then just walks off. And I was trying not to laugh, and I was like, yo, he was dead serious. He really just cried.
Rich gets
I was like, you wasn't faking. You were crying.
Yeah, but it's good to see the two different sides of people.
But that's what you do when you're passionate about something. Yeah. So for the retards who made fun of it, it was like, okay, well, you really don't have anything that you care about. You know, and for him, I'm his very first artist that's really his. Like, he managed Ryan. He has those other artists he brought into the industry, but I'm really his baby. This is his project. So I would feel the same way too.
And you've been in the industry for a long time.
For 10 years.
And you were originally signed to G Unit.
Well, actually first signed to Clive Davis's label as the very first artist on J Records. And then to Interscope, and then that's when it became /G Unit because everybody loved 50 and they had to do what 50 said. So I said, Okay, why not?
Yeah.
Get on the G
I'm not going to
Unit
fight
wagon.
the building. Right.
Right,
It's a
right.
lot of
you had,
politics.
and you had struggles over there with G Unit, but now you're out and you're doing your own thing. You had the big song December. It's
Yeah.
getting a lot of buzz.
And now the bigger song, Walk Away. Like,
Walk
this
Away.
is this boomed faster than December did.
I want to talk about, because I mean, you are real passionate about music and holding out, because we saw in Love and Hip Hop, you meet with record labels, one, another one, you're like, no, I don't want that, I don't want that. You finally found something. You're signed to, I don't know what record label. Why does everybody keep it a secret though? Why? Can you just explain that? I won't even ask you what label you're on. Why is it such a secretive thing?
I don't really know. But for me, I just got so used to it because we were doing the show, so it was
Yeah.
like I wasn't able
To say
it.
much?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, can you say what label it is now?
No, they'll say it.
I know you turned down the deal with EMI, it was, right? And then it was just left like that. I was like, okay, so what record label is it?
And
that's
it
that.
bugged me out even doing that because they made it seem like it was so hard for me to get a deal. No, that's not the problem. The problem was getting the right deal. We've
Okay.
had many offers on the table, but again, like you said, I'm not willing to settle. So,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
and I don't see why everybody seem like, oh, she has to take it. No, she doesn't. Olivia ain't
No.
doing bad out here. I'm good.
Well,
I'll
yeah.
take it if I need it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I
Let's
don't
talk about
understand.
talk about your single "Walk Away." We saw the video for that. I like it. Very,
Thank
very
you.
hot.
Did you? My concept.
Yeah.
Patting myself on the back.
Look at that.
Now, in also Love and Hip Hop, they were talking to you about like opening up and being yourself, and you know what I mean.
Okay, so before we even get to that,
Okay.
let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
Yes.
How many R&B artists out there that you like,
Okay.
that you know personal stuff about?
That we know personal stuff,
Very
like real
few.
personal stuff, because we read things all the time. We don't know if it's true or not. You know.
Very few.
Yeah.
You guys can't even give me a name. So why is it that Olivia should be personal so that you could buy her records? That doesn't make sense. If you love the music, you're going to buy it regardless. You don't need to know what I'm wearing today, where I'm going, what my parents are
I
like.
think
But
I
no,
think
but this
it's
is
more-
this is what people got from the show because the way that they portrayed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because they show certain things, now people will hit me and be
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, see, you need to open up. That's the problem." Y'all don't know what the hell the problem is. You just following what the show says,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what
Exactly.
annoys me is that people just jump on the bandwagon and think that that's
Right.
what the
Because
problem
if
is.
Yeah.
there was never a show involved, you could make whatever music
You
you want.
understand
There
what
would
I'm
be no
saying?
question.
Right. I feel like it's more of if the listener, if I can associate with you and almost and feel what you're singing about, regardless if it happens
But
to
when
you
I
or not.
first came out and I sang Biz Ounce and I sold 500,000 copies, you guys didn't. There was nothing to connect with me.
Biz
So
Ounce was that jam.
you see what I'm
Right,
saying?
yes.
right.
And this is what bothers me because people equate certain things that
Yeah,
have nothing
yeah.
to do with anything.
Yeah,
I'm just here to
that's
do
true.
music. I don't have to be your best friend. If you love my music, that's all that counts.
Yeah.
I listen to you guys on the radio because I like y'all.
Uh-huh.
I don't listen to you on the radio because I want to be your best friend.
And we appreciate
Well, there's
that.
some people who do want to be our best
But
friend.
no,
Okay,
but you
Olivia.
understand what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm
There are
saying?
Yeah.
people out there,
I
yes.
know.
So
Shit.
I just
It
don't get
happens.
it. Like, where did the turnaround come about where you can't just make dope music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
true.
feel like there's an expectation for people to want more and expect more.
And it's not fair because
This
if
day
they
and
were put
age.
in that situation, they
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be an open book.
Yeah, exactly.
So why is it okay for you to dissect me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about Walk Away.
She was like, "That's my segue."
Let's move along. Let's talk about your album. I hear it's probably you got 2 mixtapes coming out before the album.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually have one with Fred the Godson. Do you know who Fred
That's
is?
dope. I love
We love Fred. And a lot of people were really confused. Like, why would Olivia and Fred is like family. You know, like Prez, who's his manager, is one of Rich's good friends. And we was like, why wouldn't we, do this? I want to do something with a rapper. Fred's a good dude. I think he's an amazing lyricist. So the mixtape is amazing. I don't know if you guys heard the first record that we did on the mixtape. It's called Freshie. They've been playing it like crazy in New York. And it's called Beauty and the Beast. And then I have my mixtape, which is called Olivia with Love. And it's absolutely insane. Like, we really giving y'all albums.
Yeah.
Like, not even being crazy. Like, the mixtapes are fire.
Yeah,
So
that's
we just
dope.
want to keep giving you good material until
So
the
when are the
album comes
mixtapes
out.
coming out?
Fred and I's will probably be out. We wanted to do Valentine's Day, but it'll probably be the week after.
Okay.
And then mine will be like 2 weeks after that.
Okay. And then what about your album?
The album will be on the summer.
Okay. Do you have a title for the album?
Show
yet?
the world.
Okay. She's
You're
gonna
going
be
to come
showing
back
the
and you're
world.
going to show them.
Of course.
With the
Speaking of that, you will be in Hartford, Connecticut. We are giving away
Yeah.
tickets for
we got a party bus we're sending out to
Yep.
Hartford for Valentine's Day show. It's
Yeah,
going
that's
to be
gonna
you,
be fun. Me
Monica,
and
Naughty
Monica.
by Nature,
Mhm.
Aries
Yeah.
Spears. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Big show right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
So, but speaking of Valentine's Day, you have a special someone.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we don't really hear. We heard all the gossip about you and Mano when the show was out and stuff like that. Then I hear like he was part of Love and Hip Hop. I saw some footage that was released, right? And I was like, why didn't they use that?
because I wasn't dating him anymore. So why
So
would
they
we
were
use
like,
that?
let's take that out. Let's not have it.
I
in
was
there
like, what are we using that for?
yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying? So
you-
I'm not even talking about him. Like, I'm happy. I'm great. New guy's amazing.
here's the thing,
Terrence.
though. Terrence, yeah.
Terrence, mhm.
Is he playing? He's in Turkey, though, right?
Yeah.
How
mhm.
does
So when
that
you
work?
see him,
Yeah.
yeah.
All the time. I'm on the plane all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'll finish a show and just go straight on the
So
flight.
what about Valentine's Day?
I'm gonna see him after that.
Okay.
Because
so
my
you fly-
birthday's
It's
actually
the next
the
day. I was
15th.
just gonna say that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go see him that weekend.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Because I was like, long distance relationships are tough, especially
I mean,
now
Skype
it's
is our best
overseas.
friend.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
and
how you
our
keep
phone
it
bills
going.
are insane.
I could imagine. I could imagine. So, the reality check for Love and Hip Hop ended with them saying season 3 is gonna be in Atlanta. Are you gonna be part of it? Or
I'm
what?
in New York.
I know, but and no, I was reading like I didn't know if they were planning on. Are they gonna get all brand new characters then?
Well,
Or-
they're actually doing a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know if that has anything to do with us or not because they wanted us to start
Yeah.
shooting our season 3.
Okay.
So I think that's just
So it's gonna be like Real Housewives,
maybe
where they just do it in different areas of
That's
the
what
country,
I'm
and
saying.
they'll keep yours on at a different point of the season and theirs at a
if
different time
we
too.
sign back on.
Okay.
If
So wait, how's your
If-
situation with everybody, the rest of the crew on Love and Hip Hop? Do you keep in contact with like Kimbella and all that, or is it just kind of like you guys?
The only people I've always talked to was Yandy and Chrissy,
And that's
so
it?
we're good.
yeah.
And you and Chrissy, everything's cool. Okay, good. Because at the end of the season kind of ended, and it felt like she made you pick sides, and you were just like, I don't want to pick sides. You know?
I mean, we don't have to. We're all grown ups.
Right, exactly.
So
No, I agree with you, and I was happy that you were like, well, you know what? I don't really feel like I need to pick sides because you are all grown women, and if you want to be Yandy's friend and Christy's friend, you can.
Do you ever feel like you're in the WWE when you're filming Love and Hip Hop?
sometimes because they put you in certain situations that you wouldn't normally be in.
That you
That was
wouldn't
People have
crazy.
to understand we're filming a show.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point where then they couldn't even have a reunion show because not everyone wanted to be in the same room together. And I could just imagine what would happen if that happened.
Yeah, we all said that too. We were like, that would be insane.
Yeah.
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 But I would never want to see Chrissy and Yandy really fight anyway.
No, I wouldn't want to see them either.
No.
No. I think they're all strong women and they have their own opinions, and I could appreciate Chrissy standing by what she thinks. You know what I mean? Like, and and standing by her man, and Yandy being who she is too. And there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, as long as they don't throw punches at each other.
So
We're
after
fine.
Love and Hip Hop, if say you don't sign on for another season, or even if you do, would you be into doing more with TV and acting in the future?
I actually have got a few offers to do some other TV shows.
Yeah.
I've been acting. My acting coach is Tracy Moore. She's amazing. So I've been using her for about 2 years, and we take private lessons all the time. And she's coached probably 80% of your favorite actors, Hollywood actors out there.
Nice.
And she's amazing. So the scripts come in all the time, and it's hard to fit everything in because I'm on the road, and then I would have to go read for them. But this year, I'm definitely going to try to do it more, because I do want to act, like really act.
No, that's great. I think it's good for you, in the music, and I'm proud of you. Everything's coming into
Thank
light
you.
right now.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Cause you worked really hard for it too, It's
Yeah.
not like she was just sitting
and I
there waiting
stood
for
my
it to happen.
ground.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's
I
an
wasn't willing
industry.
to do or take anything.
Yeah, it's an industry where people, it's very easy to give up,
Or give in to
Or-
something that
exactly.
you don't want to take.
Yeah. You live in New York, and in one of your interviews, I noticed that you said you were a huge Celtics fan.
Are you?
How is that possible?
From New York?
Can you-
I've always been.
Yeah.
You are.
I've always been.
You're something special.
She's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah.
She's a smart one.
Different.
She is a smart one.
She is.
I've always been the biggest Ray Allen fan.
Okay.
KG is fan too. Like, so
Okay.
I have always loved the Celtics. Like, I don't think there's a better team.
Yeah.
Rich is a Lakers fan, and
You guys
Well,
go
see,
ahead
there
on
you
that.
go.
all the time. And I swear I got him so bad one time. He came out wearing a Celtic shirt, and I tweeted it, and I was like, see, he really is a fan guy. And he was like, no, I had dirty laundry,
Nothing
so I had
to
to.
wear?
Right, Rich, you had nothing to wear.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nothing to wear. Everybody
funny.
knows where it's at.
Yeah, right?
Green and white.
Right.
So